is everybody? Hopefully good. Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, so we wanted to check in. We decided, we have a couple of cruises booked for 2023. We aren't doing any other ones in 2022. But we've been looking around to see what we might want to do for 2024. And I guess our big news is we decided after watching a bunch of things, and Tony on La Lita Loca, I think we mentioned this on the last, or one of the last couple of videos we made, is we were thinking about doing a Virgin cruise, and I guess we decided to go ahead and put a deposit down for spring break of 2024. We were sold on it, so we will be going to Cozumel and the beach club at Bimini in 2024, in I think late March, I believe it is.
Yes. So first of all, I hope everybody's staying cool. It is probably the hottest 3 days of the year here in Virginia, and to start it all off, that is some exciting news. When we watched our video back and everything, I was looking and thinking about how really our cruising experience has only been with Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian. And to be honest with you, some of you might be afraid to like branch out from what we like to think of as the big three. There's a ton of other cruising companies out there. All of them have something to offer. And it's really about matching up where you're at with your cruising mentality with what you want to do on a trip. Do you want to be on a ship that is like party time the whole time? Do you want to have a more family-based one? Do you want a more low-key one? I mean, heck, there's even Disney out there where you can be with Mickey Mouse on the sea. You probably all know about the Disney Wish that just came out. That's kind of a dream trip for me, being a Disney file, just like you're.
Yeah, that certainly could be maybe a 50th birthday present in 2025 for my wonderful wife here.
Oh, you're very sweet, and that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it, and we just have recalled this video that Tony from La Lita Loca had made, and he's trying out all different stuff. He actually did the Margaritaville at sea, which is like, he called it a micro cruise, and it's like a 2-day cruise. But one of the other things he just did was the Scarlet Lady, which is Virgin Cruises, which is Richard Branson.
It's one of their 2 boats. That one goes, it has a couple different routes, all out of Florida. And then they have another boat in Europe, which basically goes and does something very similar to what we just did.
They were in port with us in Barcelona. We actually got to see it.
They have a similar route. I think they stop at several different places, but I think they do hit Rome.
Do you recall the name of that one?
I don't know.
Valiant Lady. That's what it was. It was a Valiant Lady. This is the Scarlet Lady, which is based out of Miami.
And they're unique in a couple different ways.
Yeah.
As I think we've mentioned, our kids are older. One is 23, the other is 20, and we certainly enjoyed cruising with them. We still would if we take them again, but we went on
work school schedules,
several different cruises with them, Carnival, NCL, Royal Caribbean. I think from the time our youngest was 5 all the way through, probably it was 2019 when we took them on their last cruise. So just 3 years ago. And we certainly love that. But one thing that does intrigue us about the experience with Virgin is that you have to be over the age of 18. And if you aren't parents and you're older, and one thing that can happen in cruises where there's a lot of younger kids, especially in the summertime or over spring break, is they can kind of take over the boat sometimes. They can totally occupy the hot tubs. And they can also just be, I wouldn't say causing havoc, but causing distraction, like by pushing every button on the elevator and things like that. So we wanted to give it a try.
He's not a teacher like some of us that are a teacher. I'm kind of used to that, but that it's intriguing to me, sort of, for that reason. It's geared towards a more adult thing. It's a very, when you even look at the boats, like everything is different. It's very inclusive. all the sodas, and I think they have drink packages that are included too.
You get all of the soda. The soda are part of it, and all your tips are part of it. So it's especially for us who we rarely drink. So we likely will almost come up with a zero balance when we leave, unless we buy some stuff at the
I think
shop.
the specialty restaurants are covered in that.
Yeah,
too.
outside of, I believe, a steakhouse, maybe something very high end. I believe they've gone to the concept of not having the main dining room, so you can kind of book a couple different themed restaurants. So that's what we'll do, and I think they do have one or maybe two like pay restaurants, but we probably won't need to do that because we won't even get through all the different restaurants to try this time through.
Yeah.
So that should be fairly unique too. I think Norwegian and some of their newer boats, their higher end boats, have also gone to that model where they've eliminated the main dining dining room, I shouldn't call it a hall. And basically you just kind of pick where you want to go, and they're all kind of smaller restaurants which are themed, which should have since they're not kind of that large style restaurant, it should probably be more made to order food, less catering type food, a slightly higher quality. Not that the main dining rooms are bad quality, but
Yeah. I think that's kind of what we were intrigued by it. We watched Tony's video. So Tony, if you ever get to see this, thank you, because you just gave us the confidence by showing us what you saw in there to try to branch out and to do a new cruise line. We have been to Cozumel before a few times.
we have not been to
Bimini, I think, is their private island.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff, it seems really kind of cool. So we've got a few years. We've got 2 years until we're going, but
and we haven't been to Cozumel for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think we've hit that. Maybe 5 or 6 years, something like that.
I don't
know. And Cozumel's
It's been
a good
while.
port
It's nice,
because
yeah.
basically they have everything there that you could possibly want to do, whether it be water, land, or whatever have you.
We did a great food tour there where we actually learned how to salsa dance. When the kids were little, it was so cute. We made and ate salsa, and then they took you to a different part of this building you were in, and you learned how to salsa dance. Our boys at like 12 and like 8 were like real thrilled about that. But
Yeah, they ended up
liked the
enjoying it,
salsa part of it, but it was really cool. We also there, as a big family, that was one of the destinations, and this might be something we address, is big family cruises, where you get, or a big group cruise. That was the one place where we had a big family cruise. It was his parents, his brothers, and their families. That was one of the stops. And the one thing they had, we're huge fans of The Amazing Race.
Yeah,
So they had the
the
Amazing Cozumel Race, where you literally had your family team and you were running around to try to get stuff. And the Stevensons won. Thank you.
Yeah.
We still have the gold medals to prove it.
You did some snorkeling, I believe, to read a clue. It was very impressive.
I did. I dove in. It was on a shipwreck underneath me, and I was all about it. Meanwhile, the second I dove off that boat, pro tip if you ever do it, the dude driving the boat, the minute the person dives off to go find the clue, tells the people in the boat what the clue is.
They did a good job running it, though. It was fun. It was definitely memorable.
I was doing my fastest 25-meter
That's
sprint
right.
to get to that. Thank you.
That's right.
But yes, it was a lot of fun. It was great. And the kids that, I think our niece did it with us. She was the same age as our youngest, who didn't want to do it, but our older one did it. And then it was one of your brothers and us, and we had a blast. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I look forward to going back there, doing this in a more adult fashion where we're not worried about kids, and no one under the age of 18 is going to be on the boat. So it should be rather interesting to see how that all goes.
And we essentially had that last year, though, and it was nice.
In Greece?
In Greece, because you had to be vaccinated, which basically ruled out anyone.
At that time, yeah.
At that time, anyone under the age of 16, which is close. Yeah. And that was nice. I mean, that was definitely one of our favorite cruises of all time, I think.
I'm just excited to try something new. There's a few other ones on the horizon that MSC is supposed to be really, I'm interested to see, because I think they do a very good job, but they're also very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
So check that out if you're looking forward to maybe cruising, but want to try something that's not one of the big top brands here in the U.S.
Yeah, I think we might try that at some point in time because their cost is actually on par with NCL and Carnival, probably more on line with Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been more in Europe, but I think they're coming more to the United
Mm-hmm.
States. So if you're looking for like Carnival-like prices, that's an option. And we've never done it, so we can't really say or how it compares, but it is
What
an
I
option.
understand, MSC is an offshoot of the Mediterranean Shipping Company. So they're able to get these ships because shipping is their main thing, but then they went into the cruise line business. So they do a pretty good job, I think. I don't know. If anybody knows anything about it and they want to comment below, I think the purpose of this channel is just to kind of chat with people about cruising, kind of share our knowledge. We're definitely not we don't cruise every 2 weeks or anything. We're just
Yeah, and I don't think we're ever going to aim to do that. But
no,
yeah,
but we
so-
love cruising. It's our thing, and we like value for the dollar. I always like to say we ball on a budget.
Right. Well, that allows you to do more traveling. Right?
It
So
does.
you don't want to lose it all at once, right? So
It's true. Which is
yeah.
why we booked this for 2024 while we're sitting here in 2022. As we looked ahead, I think you looked next year,
Yeah.
and it was significantly more expensive.
Yeah, so spring break. So we had booked our spring break, what we're doing, and I think we mentioned this. We're going to be back on the Epic for spring break in 2023, going to the Southern Caribbean, which we've never done out of Puerto Rico, going to things like Curacao, St. Kitts, a few other places.
St. Croix, St. Lucia, I
Yeah,
think,
that we've never been to. So we've never really been south of, I'm not even sure what the furthest south we've been, probably St. Thomas and St.
Honduras?
Martin. Yeah, maybe Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah.
Wait, I got to do the Tony. Tony, if you're watching this, you got to Roatan.
Roatan, that's right.
You got to say it with gusto, right?
But
I
that
think
was
that's farther
yeah,
south.
that was another one where NCL threw in the plane, so that,
Yeah.
that made it very reasonable to get to Puerto Rico, and I think that's why we did that. But if you looked at the same cruise, it might have been a slightly different round, same number of days. It was $400 or $500 for Virgin, higher in 2023. So booking further out did help a little bit, and it really helped for what's coming up next year. So.
Yeah. So we've got some good stuff booked. I'm really excited about it. There are now 3 cruises that are coming up within the next 2 years that we have. Who knows if something else will come up that we might want to do. We have a Disney trip planned for the Princess Run Disney experience. And I'm excited for that. That's coming up in February. So I think this is running to the cruise. So there might be some videos coming up where we highlight our running journeys, how we're feeling about it, talk to you about the different tips and tricks, because this will be, I don't even know what Run Disney race this is. I think our first one was in the fall of 2018.
So 1, 2, this will be our 5th.
Fifth.
Yes. Yeah.
So again, we are not, there are people that are perfect. The big run is marathon weekend. And if you're a dopey, that means you run 5K, 10K, half, and a full. There are people who are perfect dopies that they've never missed it since like the year 2000. We are not that. We are people that came into it in 2018, and I love Run Disney events. I think you do too.
Yeah.
It's a way to have fun while you're going through and doing a race. It gives you something to train for all year long. Say hi to Daisy.
Yeah,
she's enjoying the
playing right
backyard.
now.
Our neighbor's got a new puppy behind us here today. So I'm surprised she's this energetic. She's been playing with Zeus the puppy and Zeus's older brother Paxton. They're Ridgebacks. So they're big dog. Well, the puppy's
The
little.
puppy's
bit
only
big.
8 weeks. They just got him today.
Yeah. So she has new pack members. So I think
Of course, she's laying
decided-
down now. So that's it is a little bit hot,
Enjoying.
but it looks like maybe a storm's coming through here soon.
But we'll outline our journey with that and talk a little bit about Disney. I also travel, and shout out if any of my chaperones that go with me, hello, take my students, my culinary students down in May. So I might do a little bit about traveling with a big group to Disney, outlining it. I may actually do a cameo with all the chaperones that I take with you, my other teacher friends that go along, and they can talk about what you know, they've gotten out of the experience. But
Yeah,
Disney questions are always,
Yeah, and we're
Welcome.
doing a 10-mile run. We'll have to we're probably not quite until it cools down a little bit. Going to get really into the prep for that, but we're doing that in early October.
we are. It's the Army
The
10 miler.
yeah, which is in DC.
Our first time doing that.
I believe we run around the Pentagon, which would be something a
Yes,
little bit different.
no, we've done
You-
Cherry Blossom
Yeah.
twice now.
Twice, yes.
Twice, yeah.
So
Which is similar, but not the same. So we're
Yeah,
excited about that.
yeah, we're trying to find another race to do, which we can try to document, and we haven't really decided.
Which one we're gonna do?
Yeah, I
There's
think-
one
yeah.
that we might do. I also love Top Gun, so does he. But Dulles Airport around here does Run the Runway,
Yeah.
and they put like a big old airplane. You're actually running on the runway at Dulles, and no planes are not over top of you. They shut off an area, but you're seeing where the gates are and things. It's a really fast, flat course, so if you're looking to get a PR, it's a really good thing.
Yeah, we may do that. That's the week before the 10 miler, so we'll see if we can find something that's kind of stretch out a little further, maybe do something in September. We had one we were going to do in September, but then we realized we had like Hamilton tickets and a concert 2 days before, so that was going to be a lot. I think they were all in the DC area, and that's, you know, with her going back to school, that was going to be too much. So we're going to have to, we might do the 10K, or we might try to find something else around here, and we'll have to let you know.
I think that part of this channel too, it's running to the cruise. This is all about trying new things and adventure. So we might put up here some things that are coming up. I know I've got something kind of special coming up on Tuesday. You may have to.
Oh yeah,
video
I'll
it
have to
for
try
me.
to video it. So the last 10, well, I guess you did a 5K.
I did a 5K.
And
You
I
did
did
a
a
10K.
10K. We did it, actually another runway race, but this one was in Manassas.
Manassas.
Actually, I preferred that to the Dulles one, to be honest with you. It was a little more to look at, and a little calmer
I like
atmosphere.
planes, so either one was fine for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But they were giving away, I guess, flying lessons. So she won some flying lessons, and she's got an hour flying lesson on Tuesday afternoon. So I will have to
Yes.
video it. I don't know, maybe you can bring your phone and video it from in there. I don't know if that's allowed. I guess we'll find out.
I think I want to make sure the plane doesn't crash if
yeah.
I'm flying this thing.
Yeah. So,
I don't know how to do it yet. I'm gonna learn. We're gonna
but,
see.
but that could be interesting.
I have an incredible fear of heights. Fun fact.
Yeah, she doesn't like Tower of Terror at Disney.
Don't even say that word.
She's gonna bite me.
I will bite you.
Yeah.
I am not a Tower of Terror fan. I know. I could do Rock and Roller Coaster 15 times in a row. I'm ready to go on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Shoot me backwards at 75 miles an hour. I love Rise of the Resistance. I love all those rides. I cannot drop. It's the dropping I can't do. I do not like heights, but I don't know why I feel like I've always wanted to try to fly. And I think this is going to be really cool. So we might document stuff like that.
And who knows? I might, if she likes it that much, maybe I'll actually pay for one. We'll see.
Go for it.
It's hard to
I'm
say.
all about it, dude.
Yeah,
It's
she
all
can't
good.
do the dropping, and I can't do the motion ones.
No
So,
spinny
like,
rides for this
yeah,
guy.
or like the Star Tours, and for some reason the Avatar even got me, which is I was surprised about that.
You know
I
how
was not
the people in
expecting
the
that.
Avatar movie are like blue? He was kind of that blue greenish
Yeah.
thing when he came off it the first time. I was like, uh-oh, because I was like, did you see it? Did you love it? And he's like, oh no.
I usually, if it's that bad, I just shut my eyes, put my head down, which kind of defeats the purpose of going on the ride a little bit. But
You can ask
Yeah.
the chaperones that I go to Disney with, and this guy, Tower of Terror,
yes, that doesn't bother me at all.
I just yell and scream at people and just I like hide underneath them and bite them. It's just really. But regardless, you know, we're gonna just document some of the adventures that we have. Focus on cruising and running, but there's some other stuff, you know, that we'll put in here too, because life is a very precious thing and it's also very short. And I think we just want to kind of be out there for people that might be around our age. You know that I'll be 50 in 3 years. He's 50 now. We are parents, but we also are not like sitting in a circle and knitting and in my day and telling people to get off our lawn. We are very adventurous two people. We love to do stuff and travel. So we want to share that to encourage other people to go out there and experience what this world has to offer. We've all been through a hot mess over the last like 2, almost 3 years now. We're getting to that point. And we just want to be that example of positivity and going out there and doing all the things that you've dreamed of doing on this planet. So,
yeah, we have some concerts we're going to. Maybe we'll get a couple minutes here and there for those concerts. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me.
God bless you. See, and
I
we're going to
apologize.
sneeze every now and again on camera. It's fine.
Yes.
But yeah, the concerts, we also enjoy a lot of different things with music, and we have a few really good ones. We have Leon Bridges coming up. We like a wide variety of music. Like, this is his favorites in November. I can't wait to go.
We'll be in New York City for that, so we'll definitely have to, even if we don't document the concert part, we'll have to document our trip to New York City.
Yeah, it's the Avett Brothers, by the way. We've seen them once in
Brooklyn.
Maryland.
That'll be the big thing. Usually when we go to New York, which we've probably been together, 8 to 10 times, somewhere in that range.
Oh, it might be more than that.
Yeah, maybe more than that.
It might be more than that.
We usually stick in Manhattan, but we're going to go to Brooklyn to see the concert, which will be a little bit different. So.
I'll talk you through all the food you need to eat in Brooklyn too. So don't worry if you're wondering about all that. Like, I'll talk you through that. Growing up where I did in Pennsylvania, we went to New York quite a bit. So we'll keep you with us on our journeys. And if there's some things in like the Washington, D.C. or Virginia area that you want to see and you'd like for us to just go, if it's like a little day trip or we kind of tell you, hey, we're going here and you want us to try something, we're game.
Yeah,
you know, let us know. But yeah, so I'm excited about where we're going to go with this. I love it. I think it's fun, and hopefully that this, this is helpful to all of you. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of those people out there that have awesome travel and cruise vlogs and YouTube channels that we love to. It's part of our daily routine now, is to kind of check in with some of our favorite YouTubers and see what they're up to. And it starts really good conversation with us, and I feel that it's kind of encouraged us to step outside of our little comfort zone. So
yeah, and I mean, this is a little bit for us too, just so we could potentially look back on it and kind of remember and cherish what we did. And maybe for our kids, I don't know if they'll ever watch this stuff, but maybe someday.
It is my goal and dream to get both of our 2 boys on here discussing travel. So we don't know what's going to happen. We shall see. If it has to do with football, the older one will probably do that. And if it has to do with weightlifting and stuff, it'll probably be our younger one. He loves all that fitness stuff. But got anything else?
Not for today. I think we've pretty well covered it.
I think so too. But I've already started trying to set my classroom back up for the next school year. Daisy's hearing a whole bunch of her friends. Next door we have 2 Shiba Inus out there.
I think they're
she's
home.
ready to go play. But
I feel like they've been gone for a little bit.
To all those teachers that are either getting ready to start back up, some people I know I've looked at, there's a few school districts that have already started. I'm so thankful for all of my colleagues in the teaching field. Your kids are going to be so excited to see you. And I just hope that you got enough rest this summer and you're ready to go back with smiles on your faces. I feel it, people. This is going to be an epic school year for all of us. And I'm right there with you. I'm feeling you. And I hope that you teachers have a great school year. And for you students, your teachers are adventurous too, and they love to do stuff. If you're ever trying to connect with a teacher, talk to them about the stuff that you love to do. And I guarantee you they'll have, a big listening ear for you, and they'll probably share some pretty cool stuff with you. Because I know my colleagues, my teacher friends out there, we're a pretty cool group of people. So, adios for now.
Until next time for running to the cruise.
For running to the cruise. Maybe we'll take you out on a run with us if we run together and talk to you about some of the training that we're trying to do.
Yeah, that'll work.
If the heat breaks.
It has to eventually.
I tried it this morning, 7 miles in the heat. 10 out of 10 don't recommend. Just saying. But get out there, people. Hope you're enjoying your summer, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.